Top 5 things not to do in a relationship. So many people make so many mistakes in relationships. One of those big mistakes is they don't play their part. What does that mean? I'll give you an analogy. There's a man standing in front of a fireplace. There's no fire in it, no wood, nothing's happening. It's just an empty fireplace. His mate says, put some wood in there, like make a fire. You gonna make a fire? He goes, when the fireplace gives me some fire, then I'll give it some wood. Not very smart, right? But a lot of people do this all the time in relationships. You gotta play your part. Say, well, I'm not gonna be nice to my partner because they're not being nice to me. You still gotta do your part. You gotta be a good communicator. You gotta be affectionate. You gotta be intimate. You gotta put the work in. You gotta understand masculine and feminine energy. You gotta build attraction. You gotta do your work. He's not doing his work. You're not doing your work. It's gonna happen. Recipe for disaster. Like most relationships, people put their ego into it and they don't play their role. Another big thing which a lot of people don't do in relationships is they don't go on enough dates. If you're in a long-term committed relationship, the husband needs to take the wife on a date every second week. 2 dates a month. Good, high quality, solid dates. Another thing which I don't want you to do in relationships is argue. Don't argue. Now, it's okay to disagree. Disagreeing is okay, like disagreeing what to have for dinner or disagreeing about how good a movie is, like disagreeing. You don't have to have the same opinion on everything. You can disagree. But what's the difference between a disagreement and an argument? A disagreement is you just disagree about something. An argument is a disagreement full of aggression and disrespect. And there is zero room for aggression or disrespect in a relationship. Never ever argue. 10 out of 10 relationships have zero arguments. I've been in an argument in years. Arguments are not part of my life with anybody I know at all. If someone tries to argue with you, go, I don't argue. If you want to chat, we can have a mature conversation, but I don't argue. Don't allow it. Completely unacceptable. Zero arguments at all. Another thing that's not to do is don't act single. A lot of people in relationships act single. So stupid. Going out on boys' weekends and girls' weekends, going on holidays by yourself, going out to clubs by yourself. What? What makes you think this is good for relationships? Don't act single when you're in a relationship. Another thing I don't want you to do, don't be friends with your ex. Don't be friends with your ex. Be friendly. Don't be friends. Hell, I don't even want you to be friends with the opposite sex at all. You can be friendly, you can be acquaintances, but don't be best friends. It's gonna negatively impact your relationship. You know how many messages I get every day from this? Negatively impacting your relationship? Don't do it. Don't do those 5 things. Now, you may think, why? I can't believe people ask me this question, why? It makes me feel crazy. Super easy. The answer to everything. If you ever ask me the question why, this is the answer every single time. Because it's gonna help you achieve a 10 out of 10. Well, why not do this? Because that's not gonna help you. That's gonna make it harder to achieve a 10 out of 10. Every piece of advice I give you is to help you achieve a 10 out of 10 relationship. If I say do it, it's because it's gonna make it easier. It's gonna take you on the path to achieve a 10 out of 10. You want a 10 out of 10 relationship with the ideal partner? Do these things. That's why. Put in the work, guys. Put in the work, do it properly. Don't be an idiot. It's not overly complicated. Put in the work, do it properly. If you need help with it, send me a message. I'm here to help. I want to see you achieve a 10 out of 10 relationship. You can do it. Just do it smart.